the energy sector in Africa is not only needed, obviously, to address the appalling statistic of 2 out of every 3 Africans having no access to electricity, for example, but actually the sector itself has a huge potential for job creation. And as we know, there's a demographic boom in Africa. There's a lot of young people coming through, and without a solid education on the basic skills, they won't be able to take advantage of the new job opportunities created by the energy market. So at the same time that we're really looking to invest more, for example, as the UK government in the energy sector in Africa, we're very committed to the jobs creation part of that story and ensuring that our programs address that, and the companies that we support are committed to that.
We set a plan, in a short-term plan and medium-term and long-term plan to tackle all the challenges in Egypt for energy sector. Some of them we add in 2015 about 6,800 megawatt as a fast-track project. Some of them 3,600 megawatt in about 6 months, and it's a record all over the world. This is for short-term, and also we work on energy efficiency and a campaign for public hearing about the energy efficiency and distributing about 13,000 LED lamps. And for the medium term, we set a plan to change from dependence on oil and gas. Now in Egypt, we depend on oil and gas 90%, 90.5%, and 9.5% from hydro and wind energy. We will change it to be about 59% only on oil and gas, and the rest will be from coal and renewable energy. For the long term, we set a plan with EU to have about 65% from renewable energy. This through many scenarios, and it will be discussed and will be approved from the Supreme Council of Energy.
The key thing is coordination, particularly in the energy sector, because there's a lot of people who are involved and engaged. And as we know, last year, particularly with the build-up to COP21, a lot of renewable energy initiatives across Africa. EU is very much part of that, but we've got other partners such as the US with Power Africa, etc. It's really important with our partners in Africa that they aren't confused by the number of different organizations and initiatives, and that we each complement each other rather than duplicate.
As we know that we have about, all over the world about 50 initiation from Africa and from outside Africa for encouraging renewable energy and to increase access to electricity in African countries, because the access to electricity in African countries is very low. Therefore, we have a good experience in this, and we can push forward EEP to cooperate between African countries and the EU, and Egypt can be a bridge for this, because we have a good experience and a good position in Africa and Europe also, between Africa and Europe.
As we all know, the investment portfolio is declining in terms of public sector aid. We're hoping that will be met by some increased investment in the private sector, but we must make sure that we use those resources as efficiently as possible, and part of that is dialogue and ensuring that we avoid duplication.
And we encourage the private sector to come with us to apply to implement this plan. We start with competitive bidding for 2,500 megawatt wind project, and we succeed to receive a record for the price of kilowatt hour from this tender. Is 4 cents per kilowatt hour. It's very, very, very low all over the world.